Hey everyone, and welcome back to another Minecraft tutorial. Today I want to talk about a follow-up to my last video about the Basalt generator that we made. This is the fastest no redstone option that you can get for mining basalt and generating it from nowhere and just having it as basically a farm that you can farm basalt with no redstone at all. And yeah, there was a few questions about that, and one was if you can use a hopper minecart underneath with powered rails, and you absolutely can. The reason that I didn't do this one is because sometimes it can get stuck if you turn it off, and then also sometimes if you unload the chunks, it was an issue in the past, and I'm not sure if it's that way in 1.16, but minecarts would just end up stopping and you'd have to go in manually and redo it. And then on top of all that, there is the noise that it generates. The second concern I had regarding the previous tutorial was regarding Pocket Edition and mobile devices. On mobile devices, you're actually allowed 6 block reach when you mine, so you can actually mine right through this farm and potentially break it because of the lava can leak out or the blocks break out and you lose your basalt off the end. And so as you can see here, when I mine on my PC, it only goes 5 blocks deep and it won't ever touch that block. Even if I were to just go above this and try to mine it out, I can't reach that block, but on Pocket Edition you can. So the fix for there is just really simple. You add another lava source here, another blue ice here, and then you push this whole wall back just 1 block. Other than that, everything else is essentially the same. And then in addition to adding another hopper down here. The last main issue that I'll talk about is due to the loss of the basalt. And at the end of the tutorial, I quickly just made a complete roof on this thing, thinking that that was going to help the issue. But once I tried this in my survival world, I realized that the blocks were trying to pop up through the blocks and just getting floated straight to the top, and I was losing a lot of blocks on top and they were falling out the sides. And the best way that I found to really negate the issue of losing blocks is just to make a complete lack of roof down the middle here. So you take out the roof on the middle, but you do cover the lava and you do cover the ice blocks, and that'll allow the basalt to just kind of hang out in this little chamber here without being able to get up on the roof. And I did notice that maybe 2 or 3 in a 10-minute period of mining would get stuck up here, but other than that, there really isn't much loss. And I'm sure if you just made this even another block taller, it would be less likely to make it up that far. But I don't think you really need to worry about all that, because 2 or 3 basalt in how much you'll generate this way won't really matter. So the last thing I'll talk about is a redstone add-on to this no redstone farm. And I know that kind of doesn't make sense because it's a redstone add-on and you said it was a no redstone farm. Yeah, the first one that I made was purposely designed to be a no redstone farm because I wanted it to be simple and easy, and this was about as fast as you can get without using redstone. And I knew using redstone trickery, there would be a way to make it faster. A member on my survival realm that I play on showed me this trick that he uses on the gold farm, which zero ticks the lava into flowing much faster than it would otherwise. And as you can see, the basalt actually generates faster than I can mine it. So with an efficiency 5 and a beacon, if this was in survival, this would actually plow right through all of this basalt and it would generate really, really, really fast. And so all that I add here is an observer clock, which is an observer facing into an observer, and then a bunch of observers behind it. So however long you want to make the farm, you can add all these observers, and that's literally it. And you can even add that design to it on the existing no redstone farm. So all you need to do is grab 6 observers and a sticky piston and a lever to turn it on and off, which you really don't even need that. You could just break this observer or just leave the observers on because it's really not doing much except blinking a light back and forth and updating that lava. So, but for lag purposes, I like to include a on and off switch like this so you can turn it off. So for those of you that have seen the first tutorial and just want to know how to make your farm a little bit faster and how to update it, you should be good to go with just what you've seen so far. But if this is your first time watching these videos and you just want to know how to build the fastest basalt generator you can get with redstone or without, I'll show you how to make this right now. So what you're going to need is a couple stacks of non-burnable blocks. I like to use smooth stone just for you guys so you can see the spaces between the blocks, but you literally can use any kind of stone or any kind of unburnable nether wood or anything. You're going to need 6 blue ice, 7 hoppers, a couple chests, 6 soul soil, 7 observers, 6 Minecraft hoppers, and 6 lava sources with a bucket, and about 7 rails that you'll get back at the end of this tutorial. And for the on and off switch, I also forgot to put in here, you're also going to need 1 sticky piston, and you will need a lever. Before you start building this farm, make sure you have a 3x10 area with a 6 block section on the side cleared out for the observer clock and the lava sources that will go in here. To start, we're going to place 2 chests in the front, and you can make this a single chest or barrel or shulker box, whatever you want. This is going to be your storage system, but just start with the double chest right now, and we're going to follow that with 7 hoppers. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and those are all feeding into the chest. After you make sure all your hoppers are pointed in the right direction, you're going to cap a block here and put 3 blocks in the back right here, and you can break that block because it's unneeded. Then you're going to surround these hoppers with blocks so that the future minecarts you put in here won't fall out. Once you have that done, you're going to take your non-powered rails, or at this point you could use your powered rails if you chose to do that design. Either way is perfectly fine. You'll break this front one if you're going to do the non-powered design, and then you just place a hopper minecart, push it in, break the rail, take a hopper minecart, push it in, and you're going to do that all the way down until you have this whole thing filled up with minecarts. And so I missed one there. We're going to put this back and push that in. Break that, push that in, and then one more here in the back, push that in, and then that's good. And you know what? I noticed in survival that I was able to place a block right here, which allowed me to break this block right here. So perfect. And we can break this block right here because that's not needed either. So next, what we'll do is we're just going to raise this platform up. And you don't really have to use these blocks, but I like to do just to keep the whole thing nice and clean. So then we can place the soul soil on these blocks here. So you'll see we'll place 6 of these. And then next up is the blue ice. We'll do 6 of these, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then on this side over here, we're going to make a little enclosure for the lava. And we will close this up and then add 6 lava sources in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And as you can see, the basalt starts to generate already. And to finish the farm off, we're going to place a block here, and then we're going to add a ceiling to the blue ice. And you can put a couple blocks here if you like the look of that. And then we will go ahead and cover up the lava. Careful not to fall in if you're doing this in survival because it will burn you. And that's pretty much it for the basic part of the farm. You just start mining your basalt and you're good to go. And on Pocket Edition, you'll be able to reach that last block. In order to add the redstone to this farm, it's fairly simple. You'll just take your observers and face them towards the front of the farm, and you'll do 6 of those. So 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you take your last one and you face it directly into that observer. So it'll start a clock. As you can see on the front and on the back, it will be blinking. That'll confirm that your observers are hooked up correctly. And then you'll take your block up here for your on and off switch, add a lever to that, and then place a sticky piston facing down. So this is in the on position. This should be ready to go. And then you flip the lever and that will turn the farm off. Now that the farm is on, we will give it a test. And once you start mining it, you'll notice that it doesn't immediately start zero ticking super fast. It's almost as if the farm needs to warm up, even though there's really no logical reason for it to need to do that. But it's one thing that I have noticed in survival and in creative, that you just kind of have to stand here for about 5 or 10 seconds before it really kicks in and starts generating super fast. Notice sometimes just stopping to mine for a little bit and then going back into it starts the generating really fast. So now you can see before I even get to the 4th or 5th block, even that 4th block, the first one's already generating. And yeah, just kind of give it a break, start it, and you can see that the basalt is generating faster than I can mine it. Now what I want to do is switch to survival and see what this does with a haste 2 beacon along with an efficiency 5 netherite pickaxe and see if this farm can keep up with it. All right, we are now in survival. I have my efficiency 5 netherite pickaxe, and you can see up in the corner we have our haste 2 beacon attached over there, set up over there. I dropped all the basalt I had in my inventory and took all of the stuff out of the hoppers and chest because the hoppers were backing up because it was so fast. But what I want to do is just start this for about 30 seconds and see how much we can generate in 30 seconds. Again, when this farm first starts up, it takes a couple seconds to warm up before it fully kicks in and starts zero ticking the lava. But we'll go ahead and wait for that to kick in and then we'll start counting. So after about 10 seconds, the farm started going at full speed. So we'll count another 20 seconds and get a full 30-second count on this thing. Again, it's not exactly because I don't have a clock here, but I'm just kind of counting in my head while I talk, which is actually a lot harder than it seems. And yeah, I have no idea what the count is right now, but this seems like a good amount of time just to have a little bit of a test because this is generating at an insane rate already. So after about 30 seconds, I think we can start checking what we have here, and you can see the 3rd stack filled up, and I believe there's going to be some basalt backed up back here. So you can see almost a stack in each of these hoppers. It doesn't look like anything's back here, and I did pick up some drop stuff because that's still happening. And trust me, if I could figure that out, I would, but it doesn't seem to be something that I can quite figure out at the moment. So, and there's a stack up here at the back. So maybe put a block here and that would prevent that from happening. And that's about all there is to this basalt generator. If you guys do plan on building this in your survival world, just be prepared to have a lot of storage, because this will be generating basalt faster than you know what to do with. It really is an unhuman amount of basalt. So if you guys end up building it and like this video, please hit the like button. Let me know in the comments that you built it. And if you're new to this channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button so this channel can grow and I can continue to make great content for you guys. So I just wanted to say I appreciate all you guys, and I thank you for all the support I've been getting so far. And yeah, I hope to be making content for you guys for a long time. So thank you guys. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.